The other mascot, Daniel Davis, 10 years of age is Daniel. His favourite wildcat is Warren Jowett, and his ambition is to play for Wakefield or be a driving instructor. Not much difference there, is there? But anyway, the Wakefield side for this afternoon's clash. Steve Prescott at full back. And the Saints come on now. I'll just run through their team. Well, we're looking for the mascots. Here's the mascots coming out now. Brothers Luke and Michael O'Keefe. Twins actually, both 5 years of age. Luke goes to Ranfield County Primary Infant School in Liverpool. His hobbies are watching the Saints, playing rugby for Portico Juniors and riding his bike. His favourite players are Kevin Idaho, John Long and Chris Joynt. And Michael goes to Longmore Lane Infant School in Liverpool. He likes motorbikes, PlayStation, football and riding his bike as well. And his favourite players are Sean Long, Anthony Sullivan and Kieran Cunningham. So there's the State's two match day mascots, Luke and Michael O'Keefe. The side for this afternoon. Steve Prescott for Wakefield. Steve Prescott, Paul Sampson, Tony Tatupu, Adam Hughes, Neil Law, Francis Maloney, Paul Marks, Francis Stevenson, Ryan Hudson, Martin Marcello, Warren Jowett, Willie Poaching, Steve McNamara, the captain, Jamie Field, Gary Price, Andy Fisher, Martin Holland on the bench. We're underway. Scotty Nicholl drives it forward. The State side, Paul Wellens at full-back, Chris Smith, Kevin Idaho, Paul Newell, Anthony Sullivan, Tommy Martin and Sean Long, with Julian O'Neill, Kieran Cunningham, Sonny Nicholl in the front row, Chris Joynt, Freddie Tuilangi, Paul Sculthorpe, the back three, Apollo Pedalini, Sean Hoppy, Brian Henare and John Stankovic on the bench. And the Wakefield Wildcats, good pedigree. Nearly did the double over the Saints last season. Now obviously after the intervention of the Challenge Cup competition, we can get down to the weekly rounds now. New Love up to the halfway line. Solid tackling there, Tony Tatupu. And also Willie Poaching. Saints move it out. John Long chips it through. Steve Prescott, the former Saint, went to Hull from here, along with Alan Hunt. Now Wakefield Wildcats, along with Bobby Golding, another former Saint, who unfortunately still hasn't started for the Wildcats this season. Into a forward pass there, and plenty of refs beneath us, the popular side stand, and it was just that little bit of thinking time for referee Robert Connolly. But obviously on the nod of the touch judge on the popular side, and the decision was given. Sean Long, Tommy Martin offers the ball to Iro. Martin for the reverse pass, or the return pass I should say. But Iro, the beast, goes on his own. Tuilangi. Speculation about Gary Mercer wanting Tuilangi back at Halifax. And Sculthorpe drives it up. New father, Paul Sculthorpe. We wish him and his family all the very best. Sean Long offers a ball. Overhead pass, Newell. No problem. No problem for Newell. Straight into the corner. 2 minutes on the clock. And 6 on the score sheet. Brilliantly played over there to the right, to the main stand side, and then moved back. Tuilangi went close, Sculthorpe went close, the ball brought over here to the left. Sean Long with a speculator, missed out a couple of players. Paul Newell picked it up, and nobody's going to stop the big man. 4-0 to the Saints.
So the try for the Saints, sponsored by Grundy Co-Excavations, number 4, Paul Newell.
As we say, after the Challenge Cup competition, we can get down to the weekly round. We welcome new coach Ian Millward for his home debut as the new coach of St Helens. The Wakefield Wildcats gained Super League status for the 1999 season, Super League 4. They finished 11th at the end of the season. They halted the Saints winning run last season when we played at Barnsley after Saints had won 9 on the trot. But Saints have got the best possible start this afternoon. A try by Newell, Long with a conversion. Oh, put your mortgage on that, man! Get it over there, 6 points to 0. 2 points from the trusty boot of Sean Long, and Saints 6-0 to the good. They nearly caused an upset with the Wildcats. 42-34 they went down. Anyway, you're with Micron Video bringing you all the action, and thanks for joining us in Super League 5, and we hope you'll be joining us right through the season. Julian O'Neill. Terrible conditions today. The ball slips out. Handling is going to be of paramount importance. It's not heavy rain, but it's not stopped since about 1:30. Wakefield pushing them on, knocked the ball to the marker position, and a penalty to the Saints. We restart just inside the 40. The ball lost, as I say, handling is going to be paramount. It's going to be very difficult. Easy for us up here. It's the lads down there that's got to hold on to it, be like a bar of soap. And I'm sure there'll be a few hands, fingers and whatever trying to dislodge it. The Wildcats in possession. They move it to their right. Tony to Tupu. Samson on his outside, and out goes back inside, infield. Willie poaching. Ryan Hudson at dummy half. Steve McNamara, the captain, the former Bradford player. A prolific goal kicker. Last one of the sequence for the Wildcats. Put high in the air by Francis Maloney. Oh, an awkward bouncing ball. Wakefield take it. It came up, Wakefield take it, it was on the 6th tackle. An awkward ball, Chris Smith came for it, along with another Saints player. But Saints get out of jail there. Julian O'Neill. We know the old adage, don't let it bounce. Awkward there, and Saints get away with it. Chris Joint, Saints captain. Well tackled, Francis Maloney. Tony to Tupu, doing a little bit of roughing up, and Paul Helens in the full-back position. Paul Aitchison still out injured. Sculthorpe runs through, support with him, lovely ball inside, John Long under the sticks. Brilliant work there by the Saints. Well worked by the Saints. Sculthorpe knew what was going on. The ball played. Sculthorpe coming through on a run. And the powerful 6'3" frame of this Oldham lad burst through the Wildcats defence. Nobody there to tackle him. Obviously only one player in front of him. Support on his right from Sean Long. And Long won the foot race. Touchdown under the sticks. 10-0, and this is going to be 12, isn't it? Just about my heavy that. I can manage it from that distance. 10-0 at present. Sean Long positions himself. Excellent play there. And the Saints look hungry, and why not? They want to double it up. A win at the Boulevard as Sean Long tags the X's on. A win at the Boulevard a fortnight ago. Ian Millward's first game in charge. His home debut today, and he'll have worked hard with these lads, especially being thrown in at the deep end before the whole game. He can believe being signed on the Monday, and then obviously he's had 3 weeks now to acclimatise and get used to the players and put his own practices into the club. And 12-0, not a bad start. I mean, the Wildcats are no duffers. They won in round 1. They beat Leeds, didn't they? And what about Leeds? Fancy, eh? It's a shame, isn't it? Not won a game. Saints go to Headingley on Friday. We'll have to make sure it's four defeats on the trot, won't we? And I'm sure Ian Millward will have his finger on the pulse. And Dean Lance, who will probably be getting a copy of today's video just to see how good the Saints have played. They'll be trying to put it right for the Rhinos. Challenge Cup finalists, the Rhinos. Well, deflection, it's back, that's all on, and Long scampering away. Overlap on the left here, Chris Joyce, Sullivan on his outside, Sullivan for the corner. Yes, The wingman's in, no problem with that. The touch judge is indicating it's a try. And the referee points to the spot. Well, he's going to the touch judge. He's not giving it. He's giving a scrum down. Scrum down, heading feet to the six, is it? No, he's heading feet to the Wildcats. Only pushed him to touch. Well, he looks as though he got the ball down there. Perhaps the Saints should have just held on to it another nth of a degree to attract the Wakefield defenders. Look to try for my money. It doesn't make any difference. When he give a scrum now, we give a 20-metre tap restart. And solid tackling there by the Saints. Denied the third try. We can look at that again. It doesn't make any difference. It won't count. Score will still remain the same. As I say, they beat Leeds in round one. Went down to Halifax Blue Sox in round two. As I say, they beat Leeds on Friday. And the Saints lost here at home to Bradford in round one, but won at all in round two, 28-20. Wakefield driving it forward inside Saints territory. Ryan Hudson at dummy half. Now just to Maloney, puts a high kick. Hanging, but it's well taken. Under pressure there. 3 Wildcats come in. And the Beast comes up with the possession. Well, quickly moving off the mark, McNamara. The referee says he's infringed, and then somebody spoke now to turn. And the referee doesn't like it. It's took him back 10 metres. It's a bit of a shallow 10 metres, that. But we'll put up with it. Superb kick by Tommy Martin. Puts Saints up to the 20-metre mark. 6 tackles now to make it count. Cunningham goes in. Big hit on Kieran Cunningham. But Long at dummy half. Long goes again. Gives it Cunningham on the short side. The pass looked forward there. Oh yes, the referee's picked it. It certainly did look forward. Saints took it on the blind side and just lost the way a little bit.
In the office, and Julie has it. She will return it to you later. Thank you.
Just damaging the equipment. No problem. That's another tenner off the wages. What wages, Ed, Dave? Wildcats in possession, just on their own 20-metre line. Moving it centre field, but the Saints look hungry. Nickel and Tuilangi into the tackle. Now McNamara. Excellent forward, McNamara. When he moved to Bradford, well, it's a few years ago, no Saints got Dean Busby, and I would have liked McNamara, but he didn't come here. He went to Bradford, had some good years at Bradford. They obviously said they didn't, he wasn't going to give him a contract sufficient for his needs, and he moved on to the Wildcats, along with Bobby Golding, Steve Prescott, Warren Jowett, another one from Bradford there, Ryan Hudson, Francis Maloney. They built well, obviously Marcella from Leeds, Samson from Rugby Union, and Sodgy from Sheffield, and Tony Tutupu from the Auckland Warriors. So they built well, they mean business, and their coach Andy Kelly, a gentleman in the game, plenty of gentlemen in the game, but very affable character, Andy Kelly, as is Saints' new coach Ian Millward. Always have a word for you. Talking to him last Monday at the boot signing for the Saints Millennium boot, and everybody was only too pleased to have a chat. The Wildcats have the possession, they trail by 12 points to 0. We've had 13 minutes of the game gone. Tries for a forward pass. Well, the Wakefield man there, poaching, just getting a little aerated. Well held. Paul March, playing at scrum half, just manages to hold on to it. Tutupu, losing his headgear. Ready to Ilangi came in for the big hit. The ball knocked forward. Oh, it's allowed to go on. The referee says play on, and Wellens comes away with it. Wakefield have a player injured. It's Paul March. Blindside flaw. Sean Long taking the ball away. They're trying to drag him into touch. Well, surely the tackle's completed. Dear me. The touch judge raises the flag. Long was tackled on the floor. And somebody's going to be spoken to on that far side. That left wing partnership, Adam Hughes and Neil Law. Little bit of jiggery pokery going on. Chris Smith being brought out. Well, it looks as though the penalty is going to go to Wakefield. Long throws the ball away. Long was the man on the floor there that, well, Wakefield have the penalty, but referee Connolly we're going in with a punch. Well, not the way we read it, but we can have a look at that again, can't we? McNamara finds touch, 25 metres from the Saints try line. The Wildcats trail, 12 points to 0, 15 minutes gone. Some big hits there, and he's lost the ball. The ball's not forward. The Saints faithful erupt. All the lads go up there. Big high fives as Tuilangi came in with a big hit. And Saints get the just desserts. And after all the turmoil we've had at the club, we're just internally, a while ago, the faithful erupt now. Iro, the beast, still driving it away. Samson, the wingman, as Newland comes through over the 40. Mauling by McNamara. Sean Long, miss move, miss Sonny Nicklaus. Paul Sculthorpe has to take the tackle. Long again, onto Tuilangi. Pumping the legs, the big Western Samoan drives it up just short of the 40. Blindside again, the ball kicked upfield. Steve Prescott takes the tackle. Chatting to Steve Prescott before, just commented on it. Looks as though he's put a couple of pounds on. He says he has, and it's getting a bit older, he said. I said, well, there's nothing down for me, is there, then, about putting a few pounds on? But anyway, the Wildcats have the possession. They're looking for the first points. Ryan Hudson was trying to get his side going. O'Neill, Nickel and Martin in at the tackle. McNamara again, short ball to Maloney. Wellens comes for the tackle. Wellens comes in. Samson, oh, great tackle by Sullivan, and he's lost the ball. That's a knock on. What a great tackle by Sullivan. On Samson. Maloney with a burst through. He's only Wellens to beat. There's Wellens and Sullivan and Tommy Martin. You can see, obviously, the enthusiasm that these lads have got. Not that they didn't have any before. But Maloney broke through. A lovely ball. Only Wellens to beat. He had Samson on his outside. It looked as though it was a try, but Sullivan came through. Took Samson out, he lost the ball in the tackle. He's knocked forward, scrum down, head and feed to the Saints with Sean Long to feed the scrum. Welcome to all in the sponsors boxes, in the boardroom, and all round God's little acre here at Nosey Road that's receiving our broadcast. But it's Wellens to Tupu, goes in at the back of the tackle. Quickly moving off the mark, Long again, gives it to Iro, pushes him off Iro, forced back 5 metres. And the referee going in and saying that Iro was interfered with. Just thought he'd lost his footing there, obviously from our angle as he got up, but referee Connolly right on the job. Welcome also the first league clash in Super League 5 to our new sponsors from Tellings Glass. And Sonny Nickel loses the ball. Was it not goal? The referee says it was not forward. Obviously St Helens Glass in their second spell. Must be, what, 15 years since St Helens Glass or something like that sponsored the Saints. We welcome them to Nosey Road again, and we hope they're here for many years to come. As Terry Langley goes in for a big hit again. Paul March attacked in half. Sculthorpe quickly into the Wildcats on the halfway line. There just looks that bit of extra urgency about the Saints this afternoon. Well, that's a big hit from Chris Joint, the captain. Puts his man down. Willie Poaching from the acting half-back position. Nickel has him. Nickel looks as though he just took a touch there. Was the ball played correctly? The last one of the sequence. McNamara puts it up. Wellens is underneath him. Wellens has it, I think. Good chase there by the Wildcats. Steve Prescott is claiming for something there. We know Prescott's pedigree. He's obviously chasing the ball and running after it as Chris Smith comes through, taken down on the 20. Newlove just taken down, super tackling by Tatupu. Oh dear me! Well, his head went back and the referee says it was off the shoulder. Maybe the initial contact off the shoulder, I don't know. You tell O'Neill that. I'm sure he'll have something to say about it. Blindside fly on the last tackle. Sean Long puts boot to ball. Is it too much beef on it? Will it hang? Oh, knock on! Behind the line by the Wakefield player as Terry Langley was steaming up there. Francis Malone, I'm going to say Francis Malone, it's not, I beg your pardon, it's Neil Law that knocked it forward, an awkward bouncing ball, a bit of a hurried kick by Sean Long, but did the business, didn't it? Wakefield forced to drop out from between the sticks. Sonny Nickel well underneath it, still drizzling. And Nickel again, playing out of his skin in his second spell here at Nosey Road. Employed in the prop position is Sonny. Cunningham from dummy half, Tuilangi. Acting half-back, Cunningham again, dribbles it through. The ball picked up cleanly on the left wing. Saints penalised, not lining up correctly up to play the ball. Little bit of respite for the Wildcats. Anthony Sullivan that nearly got into the corner. Well, was a disallowed try, then Sagan at the other end. He started his 10th season at Nosey Road. Longest serving player on the books. Chris Joint, the captain, I think he's in about his 9th season. And Tommy Martin round about 8. So they've been around for a while and still doing the business. Solid tackling again by the Saints on the Wildcats. 22 minutes gone, 12-0 in favour of the Homesteads. Maloney with a good ball there to Poaching. Gets the ball away to Maloney, now to Tatupu. Great tackle by Newlove on his counter pass. March from the acting half-back onto Poaching. He puts it out to the back row to McNamara. The Wildcats keep the ball alive. Marcella over the top to Prescott. 2 forward passes there, dear me. And the try's allowed by referee Connolly. But good play, obviously sticking to the guns, the Wildcats keeping the ball alive. And it's the prop forward, Francis Stevenson, that went over for the try. But my word, they kept it alive, but a couple of forward passes there in that movement near the end. But referee Connolly didn't pick them. Super play by the Wildcats, give the spectators something to shout about on this dismal afternoon. Obviously not the biggest of crowds, they're quite well packed under the popular side here, and quite a few in the Eddington, but we have seen more, and a lot of distractions today with it being Mother's Day, and obviously happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that's attended here today, and they're going to watch this video again. We've got rugby union on, we've got semi-finals of the FA Cup, that round ball game that we don't talk much about. So a lot of things going on as McNamara attacks the extras on, halves the deficit, 12 points to 6 now in favour of the Saints after 24 minutes.
For the Wildcats number 13, Steve McNamara.
So the Wildcats now on the scoreboard, 12-6 trail. McNamara again, running the ball up. Hudson at dummy half. The Wildcats move it to the right. And move it to the right again. Maloney puts the ball downfield. No problem for Wellens. Well, there shouldn't be. He's on his own there. 3 Wildcats come to meet him. He takes the tackle. He gets up to the 20-metre line. Sullivan from the active half-back position. Quick play the ball. Saints want to run it quickly. Chris Smith again comes through, relieving the forward runners. Long. Speculated to Nickel. Poaching comes in, shoulder to shoulder. You can't beat it, can you? A bit of rough and tumble. Martin looking for the 40-20. Steve Prescott gets it cleanly this time. Saints come to meet him. Tommy Martin, Chris Joint. Just be exchanging pleasantries. All part of the 96 Cup winning squad. Wildcats in possession just outside their own 20. Marcella took the tackle there. Now is that Stevenson that's just driving it up? It is the try scorer Stevenson. Last one of the sequence. March at dummy half. Out on the full. That'll be the turnover where the ball was kicked on the halfway line. Poor option there by Paul March on this occasion. Tuilangi now, exciting player, brushes the first line of defence off. John Long drawing the defence in. Good tackle by Poaching in the end. Kieran Cunningham, short side, Chris Joint, turned in the tackle, looking to release, couldn't. Has to take the tackle. Up to Tupu, now it's Newlove. Out to one, slips it to Joint, Saints get the break there. John Long, arcs round, releases it to Martin, Martin offers it. Martin sees the gap, slips it up, Saints keep it alive. Sculthorpe gives the dummy. Out to Tuilangi. Can he break the defence? He does. He puts it over the top to Iro, to Chris Smith. Smith kicks it to the in-goal area. Too much beef on it. Saints did well there, kept the ball alive. Nothing to show for it. 20-metre tap restart now. Paul March. Samson comes in off the wing. And Saints penalised for offside. On the 40, McNamara going to kick over to the popular side. Gains 20 metres. Stevenson, the prop forward, driving it forward. And the Wakefield spectators just trying to get behind the charges there from the Eddington. Maloney, lovely ball inside to Poaching. The ball's kept alive. Marcella looking for support. Paul marches there. Well, it still kept going. Paul Sampson. Right in front of the sticks. Saints line up on their own line. Sampson, did he take a knock? Half back is Ryan Hudson. McNamara slips a lovely ball out there. And that's a great try for the Wildcats. Super play there. The Saints defence tested. And it succumbed again. 29 minutes gone on the clock. Warren Jowett in for the second Wakefield try. And this will put him on level terms with this conversion. Wakefield coming back into it. Good play by Maloney down here. Again, very creative player. Then the ball moved over centre field and some good handling. And a big gap emerged in the Saints defence. And Jowett went through it. Touchdown just to the left of the sticks. McNamara will level the scores at 12 points apiece on the half hour. And Perolini's going to be introduced into the game. McNamara, no problem for a kicker of his capability, and he's kicked some pressure kicks, hasn't he? Right footer, yes, no problem. 12 apiece. Julian O'Neill, the man replaced. 31 minutes on the clock. O'Neill off, Perolini on. Our other Western Samoan, Vila Matautia, serving a two-match ban. He'll be free for the Leeds game if selected on Friday evening. So obviously the Wakefield Wildcats with the tails up now. Two well-worked tries, even though the first one certainly did look a little suspect. I couldn't pick anything wrong with that second one. They did well, they played well, they're throwing the ball about, they're keeping it alive, and there's a break again! Adam Hughes rushes off the tackle, the ball slips out, and that's a try by Neil Law. Law in at the corner, two tries in 2 minutes for the Wildcats. Lovely ball handling. Adam Hughes that made the, I think it was Adam Hughes that made the break. Saints came in for the tackle, they looked as though they'd stopped him, and then the ball was slipped out cleverly to Law. On the left flank. And the Wildcats in for the try, puts them in the lead at 16-12. A great try by Adam Law in the end, but Hughes making all the running and all the spade work. A lovely ball out to Hughes, put him through a big hole. The tacklers came in, as I said, but they couldn't put him to earth. He slipped it out to Law on the left, and he touched down in the corner. 16-12, 33 minutes gone. The hardest one that McNamara has had to endure. The right-footed kicker on the correct side for floating it in. And it's going to be short. Waved away, 16-12 the score. Now I'm sure there'll be messages going out to the players, obviously, get it tightened up, and we looked certainly hungry. 2 tries in the space of 6 minutes. And then just went off the boil a little. And now trail for the first time. Wakefield moving crossfield. The tackling firm this time. Sullivan and Newlove. Sean Longer as well filling in on the left wing, where Sullivan's in centre field again, and Sullivan in with the tackling. And that urgency there, messages have gone out, Perolini's there. No, that's a knock-on. No, dear me, the referee pegged the Saints for offside. And the man had knocked on there, and Chris Joint just having a word on the run with Mr. Connolly. So Wakefield get out of jail there, don't they? And the popular side faithful are not too happy. McNamara finds touch on the 40, the Wakefield 40. Marcelo drives it in. 5 minutes to the interval. Cries of a forward pass. As Stevenson comes through with it. The ball was knocked forward. It was meant to be played back. As Maloney gets the, well, he's all over the field, isn't he, Maloney? The stand-off, the lively stand-off. Putting some lovely ball movements out. St. Turge to get back onside. As the Wildcats come through again, McNamara slips a lovely ball inside. Great work by Wakefield. The handling is tremendous. March, McNamara, that man there, Hudson. And it's chipped through for the corner. Well played, Paul Helens. Touched it down with pressure there from the right winger, Paul Sampson. An astute kick through. And Saints now, the defence are going to be tested. They've got to drop out from between the sticks. Tommy Martin puts it high. Good kick. 60-metre drop out. Willie Poaching brings it over to the right. Newlove and Captain Chris Joint. Blindside once again, Marcella. Cunningham launches into the tackle. Hudson, Poaching. Inside the Saints 20, danger area again. Graham Millwood's Super 6. March. McNamara, inside ball. Tuilangi with the tackle on Jowett. Well, that looks a little dodgy again. They play the ball. Stevenson, 5 metres short. Last tackle. Will the Wildcats put it in the air? McNamara looking for a player. Sonny Nicol came in for the tackle, and McNamara just hasn't risen. He tried to chip it through, did McNamara, and obviously get a Saints a deflection. He didn't. He's still receiving treatment. And John Stankovic going to be introduced just before the half-time interval. Tuilangi, the man, being replaced. 37 minutes gone of the game. Getting the plaudits to the crowd here is Tuilangi. As I said, it was in the paper or on the text or whatever that there was a possibility of Tuilangi. Well, Gary Mercer said he wants him back, along with Mike Umanga at Halifax Blue Sox. Darcy Saints letting him go. Cult hero here at St Helens. McNamara still receiving the treatment. And McNamara just having a word with Sonny Nicol on the run. So, I mean, that's what we're here. We're playing a high-speed body contact sport. We're not poncing about. What do you expect? If you give it, you've got to take it. John Long, running crossfield. Well taken. Well, second bite of the cherry. Come on, Mr. Connolly. We've seen him penalised for less than that before. The tackle count back to 0. Poaching touched it in the tackle. Blindside there, and all Wakefield offside. and the referees pegged the Wildcats this time. Tommy Martin with the left-footed kick, great kick by Martin, up to the 10-metre line, and inside, so 5 metres short. This last set of 6 to go in at least on level terms or even leading at half-time. Skulthorpe just short. 39 minutes on the clock. We've had a little bit of stoppage time. Stankovic. Saints will bring it back over here now. Looking for the gap. Short ball inside. Perolini puts it out to the back door to Skulthorpe. Skulthorpe drives it in. 5 metres short. Saints trail 16-12. Approaching the interval. Long. Martin. Mismove to Newlove. Newlove couldn't get the ball out. He does to Martin. And Martin's in. Well, Cunningham is. Martin looks as though he could have got over, but Cunningham did. Saints kept the ball alive this time. A big speculator from Sean Long to Newlove. He was trying to draw the defence in and give it to Anthony Sullivan. He couldn't. The tackle was good at the time, but he managed to break free. Slipped it back inside to Tommy Martin, backing up in support. It looks as though Martin was just going to squeeze it for the try, 10 metres out, or 10 metres in from the popular side touchline, and he gave it to Kieran Cunningham, and there was no problem there. Cunningham in for the 4-pointer. Saints on level terms, 16 points apiece, and the conversion to come. So Saints keeping it alive this time, getting on level terms. 3 tries apiece in this first half. Let's see if Sean Long can just edge the Saints into that 2-point gap. A lead at the interval as the half-time hooter is imminent. It's been exciting. Saints started off in the best fashion, then Wakefield with 3 tries in 9 minutes. Saints just coming back there with courtesy of Cunningham after some good work by Newlove and Martin. And Sean Long to put the Saints back in the lead. And it's there. Yes, nothing wrong with that. 18 points to 16. There's the half-time hooter. As I was just said, the Saints started off in the best possible way. 2nd-minute try from Newlove, a 6th-minute try from Long, both converted. Then it was goodbye before we got any action. It was nip and tuck, and great work by the Wakefield Wildcats. A try from Stevenson, even though there was a couple of suspect passes in that, in my opinion. But no problem, 7 minutes later, a try for Jowett, goal by McNamara. Then Law, after a good a kick-off, 18-16 the half-time score. Saints get the action underway, the Wildcats to receive. Andy Kelly with his team talk to his Wildcats, just lost the lead there at the death. And obviously Ian Millwood with his first team talk at Nosey Road, first half-time team talk I should say. Both coaches probably be pleased, but obviously just a lack of concentration at times. Still drizzling. Saints will be playing with the rain driving into the faces. Francis Maloney, the kick upfield, and Anthony Sullivan making sure. Puts the ball inside to Wellens. Willie Porchin takes him well, man and ball, clamps him round the chest. Sullivan, dear me, loose ball. Well, Iro, no, that's no try, that. No try. Porchin pulled Iro back. But the Saints there, nearly caught. There's no danger about that. It's a penalty against the Wakefield Wildcats. But Porchin, he did well, did all the right things till the end, till he pulled Iro back. And Saints just losing a little bit of concentration. From the restart, Perolini drives it downfield. Just short of the halfway line. A lot of solid tackling. As I said, Wakefield are built for this Super League 5. Some shrewd signings. Martin slips it out to Sean Long. He looks for the gap. Long sees it. Before he's wrapped up there. Looks like Gary Price that's come on at half-time. A substitute for the Wildcats. So the Saints 15 metres out and in a good striking position. Cunningham looks for support. He gets it from Sculthorpe. Out to Long, along the line. Martin chips it. Shoulder to shoulder. The ball there, is it loose? Well, March pulled it back towards him. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Tries for a knock-on. A little bit of jiggery-pokery to play the ball. So penalty for Wakefield. Is he going to find touch? It is. Chris Smith was angling himself there, but the ball just floated into touch. Stevenson. McNamara, Marcella. McNamara that's gone off at half-time, obviously involved in that crunching tackle with Sonny Nicol. Paul March.
Half-time change for the Wildcats. Gary Price, number 15, is on in place of Steve McNamara.
Maloney, a lovely ball to Tupu, and he slips it inside to Paul March, and March is in for the try. Well worked again, well worked by the Wildcats. Lovely movement over there out to that right flank.
Now scoring the try for the Wildcats, number 14, Paul March.
Super work, Price on for the injured McNamara, moved it over to the right wing, lovely ball to Tupu. He floated through a big gap in the Saints defence, and Tupu had March on the inside, drove it in, lovely backing up, lovely slip ball. Wildcats back in the lead now at 20 points to 18. The conversion to come, and it looks as though Paul Sampson is going to be given the goal kicking duties. Well, certainly a lively start by the Wildcats. Well, both sides obviously, but the Wildcats coming up with the 4-pointer. About 22 metres out. And only about 5 metres in from the main stand side. So Sampson looking to pop it over, the regular goal kicker McNamara off the field. And unfortunately nothing for that. 20 points to 18 the score. In favour of the visitors, Andy Kelly's men, the Wildcats. Deep kick, fielded by Steve Prescott. Stankovic and Sculthorpe at the tackle there on Jowett. March the try scorer, attacked in half. Saints substitutes, lumbering up on the touchline. Strong running by the Wildcats. Saints defence is going to be tested again. Warrington at home for the Wildcats next weekend. Saints go to Headingley this Friday to meet the Rhinos. They haven't won in the league, as I said before. But Maloney, the ball charged down. And it's waved on. Poaching, chased by Sonny Nicol. Padalini comes in again. The Wildcats with another set of 6. And Price, strong running. Sampson just taken on suspicion there. as Price tried to slip it out. Stevenson, the man tackled. The ball knocked forward. Wanting a quick play of the ball, it's Stevenson. And the referee just having a word with him, scrum down, head and feed to the Saints. And they just have to settle down. Seesaw game, last season here at Nosey Road. Saints just running out winners. 70 odd points shared between them. 18 to the Saints, 20 to the Wildcats. And 7 minutes gone of the second half. Saints certainly playing dangerously. Perolini taken by Jowett, but he slips it out to Sean Long. Wellens was with him. Couldn't release it. On the blind side, Sculthorpe. Good tackle there by Stevenson. Also Ryan Hudson. Sean Long offers the ball, has to take the tackle of Marcella. And Saints just look a little lacking at present. Martin chipped it through, Joyce chasing it. Good tackling, good defence by the Saints. Sullivan, Martin and Chris Joynt putting pressure on the Wildcats, forcing them to drop out from between the sticks. Sean Long takes it comfortably, gives it to Perolini. Now it's with Nickel. Blindside again, Cunningham. Trying to beat the Wakefield offside trap with great success, creating the gap there. Saints looking to move it out, create that gap. Martin inside to Perolini. The ball went back. He juggled with it. It didn't actually touch the ground. Is it the last tackle? Sculthorpe, Martin. Northampton, now it's the last tackle. Sean Long, crossfield. Paul Wellens will gather it. No, it's still loose. Turnover on the sixth tackle. The ball knocked back. Didn't touch a Wakefield player. Is that what he said? Oh, he said Wakefield knocked it forward. I thought he was indicating it was going to be a turnover. Well, that's one he's given us. We'll put up with that. There was a lot of players there as Sean Long put it crossfield. He must have been knocked down by a Wakefield player. Saints did try and gather it, but couldn't gather it cleanly. A Wildcat injured there. The referee showing a lot of concern. Obviously, the Wakefield physio moving out there, and the injured player being treated. No, he's back on his feet now. Martin Marcella. Front row man, tough as teeth. Blindside ploy, Sculthorpe, Sean Long. Drives for the line. Once again now, Saints try and create a bit of space. Wakefield quick out to the blocks. Cunningham, Martin, looking for the runners, Joyce there. The defence is there as well, well taken. Tight Wildcat defence. Sculthorpe slips it out, yes, that's a try. Saints in there, lovely ball by Sculthorpe. The referee brought them back. Forward pass is indicated. Head and feed to the Wildcats. Certainly did look a hip forward, obviously, when you look at it, but I thought he'd given it, but he's not so bad. He missed two earlier on when the Wildcats went in at that end. Brightening up a little bit. I think it's still drizzling. Terrible cold day. Let's hope we get some summer this year. Jowett, strong running, crossfield, taken by Martin, who tried to dislodge the ball out of his hands as well. Still the Wildcats come on the blind side. Three in at the tackle again. Maloney. Sits up nicely for Paul Wellens. Sullivan's with him. Wellens will have to take the tackle, and obviously that was a very robust challenge from Hudson and Stevenson. Up the centre, Perolini in the powerhouse, driving it through. Jamie Field looking to be introduced for the Wildcats now. Chris Joint moving away. On the blind side, Sean Long offers the ball. Last one of the sequence. It'll go to Tommy Martin. Well, it won't. It'll go to Paul Skulthorpe. He puts a lofted kick up. Awkward ball. Martin Durf on it for the spoils. The Wakefield man just taken in the field of play. Sonny Nickel just stops his man. Completed tackle was by Skulthorpe. Marcella the man being replaced, and Field is on for the Wildcats. $20 points to 18 in favour of the visitors. 13 minutes gone of the second half. Round 3, Super League 5 here at Nosey Road. Maloney finds touch just short of the 40. The touch just goes inside the 40. Head and feet to the Saints. Certainly an entertaining game in the first half. Saints off like a shot, then Wakefield back with 3 tries in the space of 9 minutes. Saints edged it at half time. Started off well in the second half, a try by Paul March in the 3rd minute. And that's how it stands at 18-20. Wellens deputising for the injured Paul Aitchison. Long has to take the tackle. Well, he doesn't. He breaks free. Still going to Sean Long. Now the backup comes in. Hudson along with Price. Pulling him to Nickel. Saints stood a little flat-footed. Ball in front of the referee as Skulthorpe comes through again. Tremendous tackling that by the Wildcats. Super stuff by Hudson and Jamie Field. Martin offers it up to Stankovic. Last one. Long puts it for the corner. Sampson takes it. Stevie Prescott from the active half-back position. Oh, dear me.
Martin McClellan will be replaced by 19 Jamie Field.
Prescott came through and received plenty of attention. Walking off the mark there, Mr. Connolly. Cries for a forward, certainly floated forward. Whether we're on the momentum rule. Goes to Maloney, puts it deep upfield. Fisher looking to be introduced, and he's the flying wingman, Anthony Sullivan. Just needs that half gap. Brian Henare stripped off and ready for action. As Paul Wellens drives it through. Just losing possession. Was it knocked back by a Wakefield player? The Wildcats have the possession. Stevenson the man off, Fisher the man on. The Wildcats leading by 2. Press over there on the far side, Tony to Tupu. Held in possession this time. still on the blind again. Hudson dribbles it up. The touch judge is on. Over on the far side. Wellens took the ball. But the touch judge on. There's been an infringement. And it's a penalty against the Saints. Obviously an obstruction. Sonny Nicol the man off. Ryan Henare on.
And thanks substitution leading the field is number 12 Sonny Nicol, replaced by number 18 Brian Henare.
For Sonny Nicol, a well-earned rest. Ryan Henare on. Wakefield elect to go for goal. For the infringement, obstruction. And is it Francis Maloney that's going to have a go for goal this time?
The wildcat substitution, Francis Stevenson left the field, replaced by 16 Fisher.
McNamara off the field, obviously the regular kicker. Sampson wasn't very successful with his one attempt. Maloney can kick him, and that's certainly a big kick. Yes, and it's over the sticks. Francis Maloney with the penalty conversion. 22 to the Wildcats. And 18 to the Saints. Saints restart. Iro in with the tackle. Adam Hughes. Hudson tapped in half. Jowett on. Henare in with the tackle. Saints trail by 4, approaching the three-quarter mark. Last tackle for the Wildcats. Maloney again, looking to find touch. He does. Right in front of Chris Smith. Head and feed at the scrum to the Saints. Sean Long feeds. Sculthorpe gathers. Drives it away, over the 40. Now it's Chris Joy, the captain, trying to lead his troops to get them back in the game. 4-point deficit. Tommy Martin homes it out for Henare. He's over the 40. Sean Long looking for runners. Pedalini was there, puts it back inside to Wellens. Good ball there by Apollo Pedalini to Wellens. Saints bringing it on the blind side. Sculthorpe running, Sculthorpe for the try. Is he? No, it's still loose. The ball's loose. Is the referee ruling? Is it a try? And if so, who scored it? Oh, he's given the try. But now we've got to decide who scored it. Cunningham is the scorer, we've been told. Well finished off by the Saints. Cunningham is the man. His second try of the afternoon. Oh, looked a little bit scrappy. Saints perilously short, then the ball come loose, came back, Long and Cunningham in for the touchdown. Cunningham are judged to have scored it. Saints back on level terms, 22 apiece. Sean Long, correct side for him. Left-footed kicker. 3 out of 3 so far this afternoon. Oh, well out there, 22 apiece it stays. So now it's all to do, 18 minutes left. $22 apiece. Similar to the game we had here last season. It's strange how certain games follow that similar pattern. Cunningham gathers it. Just a little bit of indecision in the Saints ranks there from the kick-off. Could have proved costly. Quickly off the mark as the Wildcats. And they know this game is for the winning, don't they? Disjoint, breaks through, lovely support from Sean Long. Tommy Martin was with him, Long wants to get up quickly. Wakefield are penalised, Steve Prescott the man that has incurred the referee's wrath. The Saints spectators get behind them and you can't wish for any more, can you? Skulthorpe slips it inside to Perolini. 44 points, all shared. Blindside again. Certainly looked to hit forward. The pass there to Skulthorpe. The referee didn't pick it. I think he's only picked about 1 or 2 all the match. And Poaching down injured. Iro back to Cunningham, looking for his hat-trick. It's Stankovic drawing the defence in. Long, Henare. Oh, Henare there. Martin was coming back on the inside. Wakefield regroup. Got a man down as Martin chips through. Sullivan went for it. Is it Sullivan that went for it? No. Sean Long, I beg your pardon. The Poaching, the man injured, and he's going to have to come off, and McNamara, he's in a lot of distress, is Willie Poaching. He's had an excellent game. McNamara, the captain, back on. Willie Poaching, the man. And a lot of discomfort there. So the Wildcats to drop out from between the posts. Perolini, the man that gathers the possession. Straight down. Well, the man went for the Cumberland fling and he's come off second best against the Terminator. So the Wildcats injuries certainly not looking very good. Long under a barrage of tacklers. Cunningham from the acting half, drawing the defence in. Cunningham again turns it inside to Sean Long. He offers the ball, he drives again to Sean Long. Wakefield down to 12. Well, Saints have been awarded a penalty. Taking the man on suspicion is the indication. Still down to 12 players, the Wakefield side. Sean Long, is he going to have a go for goal? He is. Just keep the clock down. 2 points could be valuable. It looks as though Martin Marcella is going to come back on. Well, we're going to see Martin Holland on the field. So Andy Kelly and his coaching staff, difficult decisions to make. Player down injured there, obviously trying to do the best to treat him and get him back in the field of play. The penalty award there as the Saints were only about 2 or 3 metres short. Adam Hughes, the man that's down injured there, 2 or 3 metres short. But Wakefield guilty of obstructing the Saints player. Brought back for that infringement. A chance for Sean Long to put Saints in the lead. 67 minutes on the clock. And same again, but Saints are following it up. Oh, try! Super try! Tommy Martin plucks it out of the air. And what a try by Martin! Well, picked the balls out of that. What a super try! Long missed the goal. Martin followed it up. You could see the lads were up to something. And Martin in for the try. What a try! Long with the penalty goal. It went to the left of the post. Martin chased it up. Plucked it out of the air. And touchdown for the try. 26-22, the Saints lead. And it's going to be 28-22. So Sean Long right in front, gets it right this time. Missed the last 2 kicks at goal. No problem with that, but that's one for what happened next, isn't it? Going for the penalty goal, and Martin, very athletic, plucked it out of the air, touched it down, just before going over the whitewash. Saints with a 6-point cushion.
Try converted by number 7, Sean Long.
So McNamara puts it long. Perolini takes it. The Wildcats now got to get back into it. 28-22 they trail with 12 minutes left of the game. Stankovic attracting 4 Wildcats round him. Certainly the tackling's been fierce. It's been very competitive, no more than we can ask. Perolini, the Wildcats move up quickly. Tuilangi and Hoppy limbering up on the touchline. Hoppy yet to be used. Cunningham line side. Sculthorpe with the run. Great tackling by McNamara. Sean Long. Opposite diagonal kick. Prescott will field. Long and Cunningham there to meet him. Pleasantries exchanged in the tackle. Hudson attacked in half. Tuilangi looking to be brought back on. Price driving the ball upfield. I think it's Price anyway. McNamara for the kick. Chris Smith takes it. Adam Hughes burning down on him. He gets it away to Wellens. Not the best of passes, but it did the job. Great work by Long. But he ran into Adam Hughes and he clomped him one round the chops there. That was round the windpipe. But he got up, got on with it. Tuilangi back on. Hanari. Sean Long going to need some treatment. Not surprising after that tackle by Hughes. He got up and carried on, but it was certainly round the windpipe. Good play there, Saints keep it going. Now with Perolini. Looking for that gap. Perolini into Hughes. Big lad, but Perolini puts it out to the back door. Sean Long. 5 metres short. Cunningham takes it left. Martin for the one-pointer. That could be the game. That certainly could be the game. 29-22.
And he's sent to the drop goal. Score by number 20, Sonny Martin.
Sonny Nicol coming back on. Perolini, the man, being replaced. The Wildcats to restart.
Substitution of Hollow Perolini is left with the other place from Sonny Nicol.
So Cunningham darting away from dummy half, gives it to Sonny Nicol. Pushes one off and drives it through. Oh dear me! Another high tackle there. As Sculthorpe came through. Don't know the man who's got him, but my word, that was a little high. The penalty awarded. Kicks and drives. Great run from this Western Samoan. He wants to get up and play it quickly. So does Cunningham. Trips it to Sculthorpe. Looking to release it to Iro. He couldn't. Cunningham comes up with a loose ball. And the ball just to have been knocked forward. But what running by the Saints there. Lovely running again. Cunningham, Sculthorpe checking the ball up, looking for the action, trying to squeeze it out. 29-22, 7 minutes remain. The Wakefield and Saints bodies all bruised and battered. Not been the best day for weather. We've had some exciting rugby. It's rained all through the match. 29-22 the score. That Martin drop goal may have won the points for the Saints. That's if the Wildcats do score. They've got to score twice. Oh, tackling by Wellens. Super stuff from the full-back. Drove in. Iro there as well. Prescott at dummy half. Now it's with Maloney. Bryce running the ball. Stopped on his own 20-metre line. Saints tackling now, being quickly at Paul Mart. Good run from this standing scrum half. Saints are judged to have obstructed. And McNamara with the penalty. Touch found midway between the 20 and well, just short of the Saints 20. Jamie Field with a strong run. Saints urge to get back onside. Andy Fisher, strong running from Fisher. No more than we can expect. The Wildcats within striking distance. March, McNamara back to Price. The Saints defence holding firm. 5 minutes remain. Maloney, speculator, was kicked through. Didn't touch Iro, I don't think. He just couldn't pick it up, but Wellens picked it up at the back. Sean Hoppy going to be brought on as Chris Smith nearly broke through. Now it's with Nicol. Shoulder charges into Jowett, a former teammate at Bradford. Cunningham along the line, long, Martin offers the ball, slips it inside, Chris Joint. Newell of the man being replaced, Hoppy now on the field. Sculthorpe puts boot to ball. Prescott the man that takes it. The ball knocked forward. Steve Prescott to remonstrate with the referee, but he'll get no joy. Considering the conditions, and it's poured it down all day, the handling hasn't been all that bad. £29 to 22, 3 minutes left of the game. Martin speculates out to Wellens. Just has to take the tackle with Prescott. Blind side, Sean Hoppy, first touch. 30 metres from the Wakefield try line. Iro the beast has a go, feeds it inside to Chris Smith. Not a lot of room for Smith to manoeuvre. He sees the gap, he drives for it, he's brought down on the 20. He's forced back, the ball was lost, but it went back. No problem with that. Sean Long, Tirilangi inside. Backs into the defence, can't release it back, can't keep the ball alive. Sculthorpe, good running from Joint. Big hits, good tackling. The ball not forward there, the referee on the job. We can't see from our angle, but Sean, Chris Joint coming through onto the ball well. A cluster of defenders round him. Shoot the ball from his hands. 2 points to the Saints from today's encounter. 2 hard-earned points. We know that Wakefield are certainly going to be a force to be dealt with. Saints have dealt with them today, and we just have to see what it's like when we go to Bellevue. Well, he's saying the man tackled there. Sculthorpe, the man penalised. Must be putting the hand between the legs in the tackle, and that's illegal. That's what my missus always claims anyway. But there we go, Fisher over the halfway line. McNamara to Maloney, on to Hughes. Big, powerful centre this Hughes. Inside the Saints 40. Time running out, the last minute of normal time. McNamara puts a high kick. Wellens is underneath it, he takes it well. Also takes the tackle. Saints want to play it quickly. Iro the beast comes away with it, pushes one up. Rounds 2, still driving his Iro, comes back inside. Prescott takes a piggyback on him. Wellens now sidesteps forward. Valuable yardage away from their own line. The Saints though, with Sonny Nicholl attacked in half. The big man drives it up. Takes a knock there, just gets up, just stunned him a little bit. But quick out of the blocks. 80 minutes gone on the clock now. The battered bodies, the last tackle of the sequence. Sean Long gets boot to ball. And the Saints defence move up quickly. Certainly a seesaw game. It could have gone either way. Obviously on the three-quarter mark, the 60th minute, Tony Tutupu in possession for the Wildcats. March, McNamara looking for the last hurrah. Jowett. The ball adjudged to have been a forward pass. Cries from the popular side faithful. Didn't look all that bad from our angle, but
69 the official attendance here at Nosey Road. Thanks once again. And
the referee right on the job.
Sponsors Bonfilioli UK Limited have chosen our man of the match, and they've given the award to Saints number 20, Tommy Martin.
Today's sponsors man of the match, Tommy Martin. Worked well, led well, midfield, and obviously that 1 pointer there that could have proved crucial in the end. Sean Hoppy now only on for the last 5 minutes or so. There's the final hooter. Valuable points to the Saints. Oh, what it could have been for the Wildcats. 18-16 the Saints led at half-time. Wakefield with a try from Paul March in the 3rd minute. Unconverted, they led 20-18. A Maloney penalty goal made it 22-18 after 18 minutes of the second half. Then Cunningham with a try on the three-quarter mark. The 60-minute mark after a little bit of confusion in the ranks. That was unconverted, 22.